Good morning, guys. Got a great read this morning. 2 Kings chapter 10, verse 32. And I remember reading this before, but I don't ever remember understanding or connecting this with the Abrahamic covenant, which we find in Genesis 12 and Genesis 15. But in the covenant, God tells Abraham, he says, come outside and look up at the stars. Your descendants will be as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore, which is a lot. So the increase of Israel has to just keep continuing to grow and grow and grow and grow to be this large. But there's something right here after the sins and the devastation, the clearing out of just these evil families of the Israelite kings, Jeroboam and Ahab. Just Israel never has a good king. Every king in their history is bad, and more than half of the kings of Judah are bad. So God, I think, gets to the point where he's just like, look, this is not happening. You people are not ready. You're not mature enough. So right here in verse 32, it says, in those days the Lord began to reduce the size of Israel, which goes against the covenant. And we know that as they continue to move forward in their sins and continue to sin more and more and more, that eventually God's going to send Israel into exile, and then about 500 years after that he's going to send Judah into exile, and they will eventually come back. But we don't ever see the numbers start to increase again. Now I think in modern day they probably have, and maybe the covenant's kicked back up, but just know that our sin has dire consequences. God made this wonderful covenant with the Hebrews, and they just couldn't follow him or wouldn't follow him. They were rebellious, and so finally he puts a pause on it. I don't think he ever stops this covenant, but he puts a pause on it. So just a interesting thought for today.